You know that smell, right? Fresh baby powder. It's iconic. It smells like clean. It smells like safety. It smells like childhood. For decades, that white bottle has been in every bathroom cabinet in America. We trusted it. But what if I told you that safety was a lie? What if the very thing you used to protect your skin was actually hurting you? Yesterday was Friday the 13th, February 2026, and for the pharmaceutical giant Johnson & Johnson, it really was a nightmare. A jury in Pennsylvania just came back with a verdict that is shaking Wall Street to its core. They didn't just say J&J was wrong. They said J&J is liable. The verdict is in, the silence is broken, and the Talc Wars are back on. So, let's break this down. No fancy lawyer talk, just the facts. What actually happened in that courtroom? For years, years, Johnson & Johnson has been fighting thousands of lawsuits. The accusation? That their famous baby powder contained traces of asbestos. Yeah, asbestos, the stuff that causes cancer. Specifically, a nasty type called mesothelioma and ovarian cancer. Now, J&J has been trying to play a very clever game to stop these lawsuits. They used a legal maneuver called the Texas two-step. It sounds like a dance, but it's actually a bankruptcy trick. Basically, they tried to shove all their problems into a side company, declare that company bankrupt, and freeze all the lawsuits. They wanted to force a settlement and make the problem go away. They thought they had paused the game. But yesterday, in Pennsylvania, the jury hit play. This was the first trial involving a mesothelioma victim since that bankruptcy freeze was challenged. The jury looked at the evidence, they looked at the victim, someone who just wanted to use a simple hygiene product, and they looked at the corporate giant, and they decided J&J is responsible. They found that the company's talc products were a substantial factor in causing the plaintiff's cancer. The shield didn't work. The giant is vulnerable again. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, okay, but I don't own J&J stock, and I stopped using powder years ago. Why does this matter to me? Here is the thing. This is about way more than just powder. First off, it's about the domino effect. This verdict in Pennsylvania cracks the dam wide open. Since the bankruptcy maneuver is failing to stop trials, we are going to see a flood. There are tens of thousands of people waiting for their day in court. If one jury says guilty, others will too. This destroys J&J's leverage. They can't just dictate the terms anymore. Second, it's about corporate trust. We're talking about a company that built its entire brand on being family-friendly. Their motto was practically, trust us. But this trial shows that when push came to shove, they spent years fighting victims instead of just fixing the problem. It makes you wonder, if they fought this hard to hide the risks of baby powder, what else isn't being said about other products on the shelf? This verdict is a wake-up call. It proves that no matter how much money you have, and no matter how fancy your lawyers are, you can't always outrun the truth. So, what happens tomorrow? Where do we go from here? Well, don't expect J&J to write a check immediately. They're going to appeal this verdict. That's standard procedure. They will fight tooth and nail to overturn it. But the pressure is now enormous. They have proposed settlements before. We're talking about numbers like $9 or $10 billion to settle all these cases. With this loss in Pennsylvania, that price tag just went up. They might be forced to stop fighting and finally pay the victims what they deserve, just to stop the bleeding. And for us, the consumers, you've probably already noticed the change. If you go to the store today, check the bottle. Most of them now use cornstarch instead of talc. The market has already shifted. The era of talc is basically dead. But the scars remain for the people who use the old stuff. Listen, this story is far from over. This was just one battle in a very long war. But Friday the 13th was definitely bad luck for Johnson & Johnson. I want to know what you think. Do you trust these big legacy brands anymore? Or has this saga made you check the ingredients on everything you buy? Drop a comment down below. Let's talk about it. And if you want to stay updated on this story as it unfolds, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You deserve to know the truth about what you're buying. Thanks for listening. Stay safe out there, guys. See you in the next video on the Business and Finance channel.